We're ready to go with England with Steve Borthwick and Owen Farrell. If you could raise your hands. If you have a question, we'll get the mic to you as quickly as possible. At the back, thank you.
You obviously, it was a chance, Philip Langston of Reuters, it was a chance you gave obviously to a lot of reserves to have a run out. What's your conclusion of how they performed? And obviously you've got another group match against Samoa. Would you know, are you sure what your first team is, or is it another opportunity to experiment?
We have a squad of 33 here. I see everyone as part of that 33, rather than the classification that you used. And today was a team that went out on that field and played very well, as is the teams that's been out on the field and represented England in the first two games.
There we go. Thank you.
Steve, a word on Henry Arundel, 5 tries. He equals the record for numbers of tries scored in a match by an Englishman.
Yeah, I think he played really well, and I think he took those opportunities. Brilliant. He's a fantastic finisher, and the message to him is bring his point of difference onto the pitch, back himself, and he certainly did that in those opportunities. I think we have to credit as well is the people playing on the inside who helped create those opportunities. And I thought today you saw a great blend. The team played in a few different ways at different times through that game, led by Owen, and managed through what was a challenging spell at the start of the game. And I think it's important that we credit Chile, who I thought played in a real courageous and committed manner. And the players worked their way through that period and then took their opportunities very well.
What did you make of Marcus Smith's first start at fullback? And has his performance given you some food for thought in that position going forward?
I thought he did a lot of very good things, and I think there was a lot of exciting talent on the pitch there. And as I've been saying for quite a long period now, I think this squad is packed full of talent and it's packed full of different options, and I think you saw it today. I think the starting configuration did a really good job after working through a challenging spell, and then to be able to change that in the game to then have Owen, George and Marcus on the pitch, I thought brought another dimension. So it certainly gives options for the future.
Thank you. At the front here.
Owen, great to see you back. I did a piece with Chris Robshaw in the week, and he talked about the importance of making sure that all the 33 have a game, make them feel really, really part of the World Cup, and they don't really feel like test players until they've been out onto the pitch. After that today, what's the spirit like in the camp? What are the young boys saying, the guys that have come through today, and what's your opinion of how you've taken the enjoyment level up in the squad today?
The enjoyment level's been good the whole time that we've been in. The enjoyment level's been good and been building like we want to get better as well. That's also been building over the last 2 weeks. Previous weeks, the lads have performed brilliantly, and the team changed a bit going into this week, and there's been a great energy all week. And the one thing that I know about World Cups, having been involved in a few now, is that it takes a squad effort, not just a squad, but everybody that's here, management, everybody that's involved with England at the minute. It takes a whole team effort to make it feel good, to make it feel like we're going in the same direction, in the right direction, and that's what it feels like at the minute.
And I think Henry's going to get all the headlines, obviously, but a couple of cameos there from Bevan Rod and Theo Dan as well.
Yeah, no, I think with today's game, you're going to struggle to pick out any individuals. I thought there was a lot of good performances, a lot of unseen things that people might not realise. And that's across the board, and as Steve's already said, and that was the same when the lads who finished the game came on. There was a lot of hard work to do when they came on, and we rode a bit of defence when we ended up in our own 22 at the times, and we ended up getting down the right end of the field for us and executing. So that was pleasing.
Thank you.
Oh, and you mentioned it on your TV here, the end of that first quarter. Can you just talk about the persistence you guys showed and maybe the conversations that were happening on the field at the end of that first quarter?
What, sorry?
Just the persistence to get through that sticky patch in the first quarter.
Yeah, I thought we settled into the game pretty well. Obviously, I don't know how long it wasn't on the clock that it was still 0-0. We had a couple of opportunities early on that we didn't execute on, and we was in danger of we could have been in danger of panicking a little bit. And I thought the team really settled into that second 20 of the first half and got some good points on the board. So that was pleasing, yeah.
Thank you.
Steve, Marcus looks even faster over the ground again. Is that sort of testament to the hard work he did in the summer? I know obviously the players worked very hard in those camps, didn't they? But for him to come in and add even more speed and sort of have that outside break capability and hitting the line speed, that must have helped him, sort of get to grips with and the role and perform so well in it today.
Yeah. And I think that playing at 15, there's a different amount of space there to playing at 10. And the job of the players on the inside is to hold the defence to make sure that there's space for the guys on the outside. And I thought they did that very well. And then the way Marcus took those opportunities, found the space, and then it helped link with Henry in particular was a positive. And I think what it shows is a lot of hard work of everybody on the training field. There's players have been working for a long period for the opportunity to go and represent England in this World Cup, and I think they're building well. We'll progress. We've still got plenty of work to do, and I think the team's going to get sharper and keep building from a fitness perspective.
And Owen, we've spoken before about how you developed a relationship with Marcus, and when he was 10, you were 12. How did you see it, obviously, with the sort of dual playmaker element to it today, and how much more growth is there for, I suppose, like Steve was saying, you had three 10s on the field in the end. I mean, it's exciting, isn't it, in terms of the blend of sort of creativity and power you've got there? Yeah.
Well, first of all, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being out there. I thought Marcus played really well. I thought the decisions he made, I thought he looked dangerous constantly, as he normally does. So yeah, all I can say is I enjoyed it, and I thought Marcus played really well, and George added when he came on as well.
Owen, can you just elaborate on what it feels like having three playmakers on the pitch at one time? And how many more options does it give you, and how much does it open the attack?
Yeah, I mean, it's already been made out into something that it's probably not. It's a whole team effort. It's for a team to score tries out wide. Everybody's got a job to do, and I'm talking all 15. So you're picking out three players in 15. It doesn't work like that. I thought Marcus did a good job of talking where the space was. I thought George when he came on moved the ball well when it was on, but we have to give a lot of credit to the lads that was in the middle, our forwards who did a lot of work up front when it came to set piece time and mauling and scrummaging and making sure that we was dominant in those areas, but then holding people on the inside, like Steve's already mentioned, and being a real threat through the middle, which allowed people like Henry to score on the outside.
And Steve, just it's a long wait till the next game, 2 weeks, I think. How do you manage that time with no fixture for the coming days?
The wait is where it is. We knew it was coming. We planned the programme out from the very start of camp all the way through. So what will happen now is we'll return to our hotel this evening. From tomorrow morning onwards, the players and all the management team will have a few days break to refresh and recharge as our focus shifts onto Samoa. So this recharge is going to be really important to get the performance we need against Samoa.
Here, Manuel Elizabeth from Rugby News Service. For both, what do you think about the first 20 minutes of Chile? Did you expect that resistance and how he played? Thanks you very much.
I've been really impressed by the Chile team, the study we've done of them, and then the way how resilient they were, that they defended their line, and then the speed with which they then transferred it to the other end of the field is very impressive. As I said, I described Chile as a courageous team, an incredibly committed team, and a team that's got a lot of speed in it.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. Playing in the first 20 minutes, I thought we had a lot of ball in their half, but at the same time, when we was looking up, there was a strong defensive line. They worked hard into position. They hit defensively really well, and when they turned the ball over, they was quick in behind us at times. So we had to show some fight and some good effort to get ourselves back into the game.
Thank you. Over on the left.
Owen, when Henry's try scoring exploits were brought up before, a small smile came across your face, and I'm sure a lot of England fans tonight will be enjoying his performance. How excited should they be by the talent Henry possesses?
I think everybody knows what talent Henry's got. I think he's shown it. He's shown it before today. I think he's shown it for London Irish. He showed it when he got his first touch in international rugby in Australia, and we all know. And I think a big thing that Henry showed today was that he got after everything in between as well. He didn't just finish tries today. He got balls back in the air. He chased hard. He worked hard for the team, and ultimately he got his rewards off the back of that, and does what he does unbelievably well.
Thank you. Over on the right.
Steve, we know the discipline is very important for you. This evening, your team conceded 11 penalties, more than during the two first games. How do you explain that?
Yep, I think went to 2 penalties in the first half, and I think that was an incredible performance by the team. There's matters that happen in the second half, and I'll have to look at each one of them individually. But now you can see a team that conceded 7 penalties in the first game of the World Cup, 6 penalties in the second game of the World Cup, 2 penalties in the first half of the game today. Then it's a team we're averaging 8 penalties conceded per game over the first 3 games. This is a team that makes discipline very, very important. We'll have a good look at all the penalties conceded, particularly in that second half, and make sure that they're eradicated for the next game against Samoa.
Thank you.
Hi, Steve. Sorry, you're on the verge of reaching the quarterfinals. Just how happy are you with that?
I'm pleased with the progress of the team through the tournament to the third game here today. I think the team is building, as I said the team would, and as you look at this now, the team. I haven't had the full medical report, but I think everybody has come through the game fit and healthy. We then have Tom Curry available for the next game, so we should aim into, when we come back into training later on this week, we'll have 33 players available in good condition. So that enables us to train properly building into Samoa, and that's our focus, Samoa. That's where we aim to go to next. And quite clearly, I've been studying them this week. They're a good team. They're a tough physical team. It's really well coached. So we know what a great encounter that is, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited for that. The players right now, they deserve to enjoy today, and I'll make sure they enjoy today, and then have their recharge period, their rest period with their families.
Thank you. Last question at the back.
Owen, I think you're now only a couple of points off Johnny Wilkinson's points record for England. Was that something you were aware of going into today, or was that not in your mind at all?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't in my mind before today. No.
Okay. Well, I assume it will be now potentially.
Someone's mentioned it. Yeah.
In the dressing room.
I should have kicked another goal. Yeah. Yeah.
Who mentioned it?
A couple of lads after the game. Yeah.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Fantastic. Thank you. That is the end of the press conference, and I can confirm the mix zone is now open.